Hey up, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's Sean here with another video here on Talk Up TV, and it's great to have you along again on this morning. Just make sure I'm all connected up because I've done that before. Yeah, I am. Right, what I've come to you with this morning with is I still haven't named this car yet. The Skoda Enyaq 2025 facelift in black. You've seen it before, the color. I think I'll do a little walk around in a minute. But I still haven't named the car, and I name all my cars. So I thought, well, rather than just go ahead and naming it, I thought of miles maybe, kind of a generic name, but this car loves munching the old miles. So I've done 2 or 3 road trips in it. It breezes road trips. It's a great car. It really is in that respect. But what I thought I'd do is open it up to you guys. So what I want is in the comments below, we can have some fun with this. I don't mind if you put silly names in there. I don't mind. If I just ask you to not be abusive or silly. If you don't like electric cars, don't put in sort of like silly petrol comments or whatever, because it's just not going to be very helpful, really. Yeah, put some names in the comments down below, and I don't mind how silly they are or how inventive they are. Even more so inventive. Yeah, what I was thinking was, it'd be really nice to name it. Just name the car. So send in your names in the comments down below, and then what I'll do is we'll have a day where we choose one. Maybe pull them out of a hat or something. I don't know, or maybe I'll just choose one if it's really good. And yeah, and then what I should do is I should give you some merch off the. I'm actually changing all my merch at the moment over to the new logo. Obviously I changed my logo a little while ago, but I should send you a mug and a t-shirt or something like that, and just for participating, really. So just a way to sort of like get your opinion. So you're going to name this car, I'm not going to name it. So yeah, so I want your comments down below, and be as inventive and amazing as you can, and I shall be responding in the comments down below as well. And yeah, and then we'll just take it from there. So that's just a little bit of fun there, really. Just name the car, really. So just put your names in there, and as I say, I should pick one or whatever. I'll probably put it on the community page or something like that, and then whoever the person is, we'll link up, and then I'll get their details and send off their stuff to them via the merch shop. So yeah, so that's that. It doesn't even matter if it's abroad, something like that, because I know a lot of my viewers are abroad. That won't be a problem. I should still send it off to you. But yeah, so that's just a little thing there. Car is holding up really, really well. I've got absolutely no issues. I do have one slight problem. I do find it hard. This let's get this down here, and perhaps we'll have a little look at it a bit better from this perspective. But this car struggles with finding a nice seating position. It's supposed to have memory seats on it, which are down here. Yeah. But they don't seem to. And so what happens is I end up what kind of ends up happening is I end up not being very comfortable in the car. So I do sometimes get a little bit like my legs feel like they've been stretched or something, like I'm sitting too far back. But actually, when I'm sitting in the car, I don't feel like I'm sitting too far back, which is kind of weird. So I don't know what to make of that, but it's probably just a case of I'm so used to getting into the car and it's in my seating position, but because my wife uses this car probably more than that, it's more her car than mine, by the way, this car, to be fair to it. So we're obviously totally different heights, but we're supposed to be able to, it does definitely move, but I don't know that it's moving into my seating position. So it's just like really weird. So if anyone's got any ideas about that in the comments, how you get the memory seats to really be memory seats, I'll be really grateful if you'd let me know about that one. And speaking of that, I'm going to be doing a video on the 5 cool things about this car and the 5 silly things. I did that on the Atto 3, and I'll be doing it also in this one. So 5 cool things and 5 silly things. So watch out for that video. They're normally kind of a little bit of fun as well. And yeah, so just trying to I've been thinking about those things as well, especially the 5 sort of like silly things in this car, because it's a very practical, sensible car actually. So it's hard to come up with those things, but there is a few things that being probably what might even be one of them. The memory seats actually in here, they're difficult to get a decent seating position. It doesn't seem to remember really, if I'm really honest. I don't feel like I've ever been sitting in this car in the same position any time I get into it, you know. But it's doing well. We've done 1,163 miles in just over a month. We've had the car, yeah, just over a month. I'm on 70%. I've got 278 miles clocked on there still, so doing very, very well on there. I went to Bristol yesterday, about half an hour from me there, half an hour back. It's about 61 miles, 62 miles, something like that, there and back. It was on 88% before I went. Now it's on 70. It doesn't use it, it's just a very efficient car. For a big car, it's very efficient, and that's one of the amazing things about this car. Anyone who's worried about getting a Skoda Enyaq thinking, oh, that won't be efficient, look at that's just a boat going down the road or something, don't listen to it, because this is actually way more efficient than my BYD Atto 3 by quite a long way, and that's a much lighter car than this. So all props to Skoda there. Whatever they're doing in this car to give it such efficiency, I don't know. As an average, I'm getting well, let's have a little look and see what our overall, while we're in here doing this. I was just going to make this about the thing really, but let's do an actual look at efficiency while we're so okay, that's a since start. So that was yesterday. So I've done 66 miles, sorry. So it's clocking in what I did yesterday, yeah? So yesterday I did 66 miles and I got 4.9 miles per kilowatt, which is really good, to be honest. And that was just going all around Bristol and back again. Right, so if I go to long term, so this is the total mileage since I got the car, all right? It's got a really low average miles speed there actually, consider I do quite a lot of dual carriageways and everything else. But anyway, 1,164 miles we've done, and we're averaging 4.2 miles per kilowatt. And this has been in, yes, when we first got it, it wasn't that great a weather. Then we went into some nice weather. Then in the last week or so, it's tailed off to be a bit there. But 4.2 miles per kilowatt, not even, well, we are in summer now, of course, so we will be getting some better miles. But that as a total is not bad going, really. And per trip, you're going to be getting up in the fives, generally speaking. So let's have a look since charge, what we got there for that. So since charging, I've done 72 miles. I charged up to 90%, was it? I think it was 90%. So I'm getting 4.8 miles per kilowatt. That's not very clear, is it? Let's see if I can get that a bit clearer, guys. Is that coming clearer now? Probably my eyes, actually. It's probably clear, it's just me. 3.3 hours of driving, 21 miles per hour. So we've got 4.8 miles per kilowatt. So it's doing really, really well. And you can see the percentages there, 70 and all that. So that's all working well. So as where this car's relating to anyway, obviously I've got other things in mind for the other car, but with this one we're going to do a testing of the cruise control, the adaptive cruise control, and all that kind of stuff. We're going to go into all of that. We're going to test that on the motorway, and we're going to test it on some side roads as well, because this can actually be used even on more minor roads, believe it or not. It uses camera and it uses radar to actually control everything. And it's meant to be one of the better ones on the system. Now, I've been using it a little bit. It also changes lanes, so we'll look at that side of it as well. So we'll just have a little look in its zone where it should be, which is on the motorways and stuff like that. We'll see how that actually does, you know. So so we're going to be doing a video about that. This is just all to let you know what's coming up on the channel, guys. Then I've got some road trips coming up. I'm going to take you along with me on those. We've got a holiday coming up, which will be to Center Parcs. And so I'm going to document all of that as well, so we can have a good look at how much luggage we get in for a family of quite tall people. We're all quite tall in my family. Let's see how we all fit in the car with all the luggage and stuff, and and dog and all the rest of it. So we're going to go on a little bit of a trip there. So you can come on holiday with me if you like in that regard. So that one is going to be one we're going to be doing there as well. So that's it. Yeah. So so that's that. Then I've got some other stuff coming up, which I'll talk to you about in another video relating to the Atto 3 for you Atto 3 watchers. And I must give thanks to people who've been watching the channel, because I'm getting some quite good viewerships, really, you know, in my opinion anyway. Some other people will say you get nothing in terms of what's actually going on the channel there, but for me, I'm happy with it, you know what I mean? As you guys all know, I'm not a professional YouTuber, or I'm not an automotive journalist or something like that. I just got a car, and like they say in the program catchphrase, you know, just say what you see. So I just say what I see in terms of the cars and just be honest about them, really. I think it's cost me a lot, because I think it's affected my relationship with BYD, because I'm very honest about that car in its pitfalls. And I don't think a lot of people like the fact that I don't rate it as a road tripping car, you know, because it's a mid-sized SUV. You should better road trip it, and I don't personally think you should be doing long trips in that car. It's just over 200-mile car. Oh, I've been into it in other videos. I don't need to go on about it again, but I will be honest. And Skoda in this car do not pay me a single penny. They don't even know I'm doing these videos, I don't think. But I just give an honest review, and it's a cracking car. And I have to be honest, this is a cracking car. And as I've said to you before in other videos, if you're in the market for a family-sized SUV, please go to a Skoda garage and test drive one of these and see how you feel. See how you feel about the size, see how you feel about the software, by the way, which I think is also brilliant. Just check out the overall drive of the car, how quiet it is on roads, all that kind of stuff. Take it on the motorway and see how effortless it cruises along there. Just the all-round what you want from a car, it's got it. Apart from maybe parking in small parking spaces, because it's a big car. But there you go, it's an SUV. But if you want a family-sized car like this one, and then just add in all the little features and everything, and all the little touches that Skoda do with their interiors and everything. Just an all-round brilliant car. And I'm not dissing on the BYD Atto 3, by the way. This is not me bashing on the BYD Atto 3. It's still a very good car. It really is. I just don't feel, I can't support it as a good road tripping car. The maps are still not there. The charging speed is nowhere near fast enough. You know, there's no preconditioning to warm up. It's supposed to have a heat pump on it. I don't know really what a heat pump means. I've never seen it benefit me at charging at all. So if I've been driving for half an hour or whatever on a cold morning, does it benefit me anymore by having a heat pump on it? Doesn't seem to. You're still getting low speeds in the winter and things like this. But obviously, if you're plugging it in at home and you're using it for work and taking the kids to school and traveling around sort of an hour, 2 hour radius, it's a brilliant car. And it's got so many great features in it, because the software in it has been so updated in there to what it was, that, you know, there's a lot of new things that have come on the car that they worked on, and fair play to BYD, you know, because they've done that. You know, it's got YouTube on there now, and it's got more and more features that have come along with the software updates it's been getting, you know. And so from that perspective, well done BYD. And as I say, if you just want to, it's got enough boot space, there's enough space at the back, it's a good car to travel around in. I just wouldn't want to go to Scotland in it, because I know I'm going to be hours at chargers, ages at chargers, especially in the winter, and it doesn't have enough range, if you know what I mean, really. It's a 60 kilowatt hour battery. I mean, you know, having this car now, comparing the efficiency of both, they're just so miles apart, and this is a much heavier car, that I just feel BYD should do a lot more in that area, you know. But like I say, I'm not going to bash it too much. It's still a super car to go around town, do all the things that people do every day, most of the day. How many times we're going on a holiday later in the summer? That'll be our holiday this year probably, and we won't be going anywhere until next year. You know what I mean? So the point I'm trying to make, that might even be abroad. Who knows? So I might not even be using the car for long journeys like that anyway. So, but you've just got it. If you've got a car that can do long journeys, at least you know it's there if you have to. If you've got to go and see loved ones or family members, or you'd need to go on a long road trip for work or whatever, you know, you've got that peace of mind. The car can cope reasonably well, and you haven't got to keep on going into charging for ages to just go, you know, certain distance up the road and have to charge again. You know, you're going to be hours and hours longer than your bladder can cope with before you need to charge this car. So Anyway, slight comparison there of the two cars, which was come into the video as well. So I've digressed on a whole load of stuff which I never even meant to speak about, but I've ended up speaking about, because that's me, I ramble. Main point of this this video is, can you please send me your comments to name the BYD, to name the Skoda Enyaq 25 in black. You know it's in black. Actually, have I done a walk? I've not done so many walk arounds, have I? Let's do a little walk around now, so you can have a little look at the car in terms of the colour and everything and all that kind of stuff. That helps you with naming it. So wouldn't be my first choice to go for a black Skoda, but there we are. We've gone for a black Skoda. So my wife wanted that. I think it probably looked better in the winter than it will the summer. But that's it there. So just drop your name, drop your names for the car in the comments down below, and I shall scroll through them and choose a winner. And I promise I will be sending some merch to the winner. Okay, so simple as that. Anyway, more videos coming, and I shall catch you soon. Okay, see you later, guys.